So last week I showed you that I had a flat tire here. You and I repaired it together. That's the second time this tire has went flat in the last probably month. But the treads are getting pretty low. This is the second set of tires I've had on this truck, and they're starting to get low. I don't think they'll pass inspection, and I got to get it inspected next January, assuming the law doesn't change. They're talking about just getting rid of inspections altogether. Right now inspections are every 10 years, or excuse me, inspections are on vehicles 10 years old or older and 150,000 miles or something like that. This one is just now 11 and has 93,000. So anyway, I went and bought tires today. Ordered them, I should say, at Walmart. Oh my gosh, don't buy them at Walmart. Well, I bought the cheap ones for $99. They were on sale, rolled back prices. But before I did that, I went to Big O Tires. So in total, the tires at Walmart came to $530. At Big O Tires, it was $930. So $400 more. It was just, I just nearly gagged when he told me the price. Here's the thing. When I went there, you know, I was bending over trying to get the picture to my tire so I knew what size to tell him. But he comes running out before I stand back up. I had the picture taken. And he says, oh, let's go check this out. So I went in there and I said, look, I'm just asking questions more than anything. I don't know if I'm buying tires today. He says, okay, well, let's figure this out. And he takes my name and address, phone number, and, you know, all the stuff that's not relevant to what I need. I really don't know why they do that. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me, well, they do it because, well, I don't want to give them all that information for a set of tires. And then their business. So he gives me a quote. Well, while he's working on the quote, I said, well, I went over to Walmart and they were really expensive. Oh, I know why I said that. He says, oh boy, I got some good news for you. And I said, hey, I like good news. I said, because I went over, I checked Walmart prices and they were higher than I expected. Yeah, you go over to Walmart and those are terrible tires. You can pick them up and you can feel the difference. So he gives me the price, $930, and I said, no, I can't do that. Well, what's Walmart going for? And I said, well, they're $400. Well, I didn't know, how much the labor was. It was $18 a tire or something plus tax, so it come to like $500 some odd dollars. But I said, that extra money is hard to come up with. So I said, well, I'm sorry. He said, that's all right, and I left. I just can't even imagine why you go to Big O Tires and spend that much more on tires. Even if I had gotten the less cheap ones, the next size up, but they would have been $130 per tire. And that would have been, it would have come 130, 150, something like that. That would have come to $700 basically. So I would have still saved money at Walmart. So the tires that I bought are 50,000 miles. Now here's the thing. Tires go bad after 10 years. You're not supposed to have them after 10 years. Well, I used to only put 6,000 miles onto the truck. But in the last 3 or 4 years, I've only put 3,000 miles on the truck. So, I've changed the oil last June-ish. And I'm only at 56%. So I could probably go another year without oil. I'm going to change it early. I've already said that to you in a previous video. I'm going to change it right at 50%. I've already started buying the oil. So the tires would expire. There's an expiration date on tires. The tires would expire before I was done with the Big O Tires at 80,000 miles. And I'm spending all that extra money. It'd be just wasted tread. Just throwing money away. So if I'd have done it one way, I'd have had to take money out of savings. Doing it this way, I get to put a little bit back into savings. So this just makes more sense. Thing is, most people would have just put this on their credit card. So not only that, are they buying a more expensive tire, they would have put it on a credit card with 20% interest, and it would take them 2 years to pay off, and it would have been like $1,100, $1,200 for tires. I mean, I just can't even imagine $1,000 for tires. It just blows me away. I remember the very first set of tires, and I know I'm old, I'm ancient, inflation, I get it, I'm not stupid. But the sticker shock of it was just incredible. The first set of tires I ever bought, I was probably 18 years old, and I paid $100 for all 4 of them at Walmart. No, it wasn't Walmart, a little tire shop. Festus, Missouri, Crystal City, Missouri, actually. And to go from that to $400, you know, that's kind of a sticker shock. Of course, these tires are bigger. And then 400 to 930, it was just like, I just couldn't see my way through it. I was just floored. So we'll go to Walmart and get those put on Tuesday. I will say this. I hate going to Walmart to get tires. They tell you it's going to be an hour, but they take forever. I mean, just forever to change tires. So I do hate that. They want you to buy extra stuff, and I won't. But now that we got the phones, I'll tell Carolyn to take her phone. We can watch YouTube videos or whatever, and maybe even watch a movie while we sit there and wait for the tire change. So I wanted to also change subject a little bit here. Talk about the YouTube channels again. So the other channel, the last video I posted, usually will run pretty good for 2 or 3 days. The videos I post runs pretty good for 2 or 3 days, and then it slows way down. And you're lucky to get a view an hour. You'd be lucky to do that. And at nighttime, you don't get any views. But that's okay. You know, it was off season, and I was okay with that. I understood. So this last video I put out, it's getting views every hour. It's missed 1 hour where it didn't get any views last night. Just one. But I'm getting up to where, you know, this time of the day, it's getting 10 or 11 views per hour. I know that's not a lot. You know, somebody's gonna say, well, that's nothing. But for that little channel, that is huge. That's a big deal. So I'm pretty excited that the channel seems to be picking up pace right as the season is starting to change over to a more spring-like season. But the thing is, it's a pressure washer. So, I mean, I wouldn't have expected a pressure washer to do that well. But I went back and looked at my analytics. Pressure washer videos, all of them seem to do well for some reason. I don't know why. I wouldn't own one. I own an electric one. But a gas one, I don't see the... I'm sure there is a reason to have one, but for these folks around here where they're just pressure washing their docks, their lake docks, or their boats, I don't understand that. Just, you can plug... Of course, you get more pressure out of the gas ones and all that, but they're just so sensitive. If you're not spraying water through it, you're going to ruin your pump. That means the whole time the machine is running, you got to have water spraying. You can't shut it off. With an electric one, you can shut it off. The pump shuts off. You're not sending any power to it, and it's completely safe. And the thing is the one I've got, it's a Walmart one. It was pretty cheap. I think it was $100. I wash lawnmowers with it, and it does a great job. The thing is with the gas-driven ones, I tried to clean lawnmowers with them. Sometimes you get into a bad batch, you know, bad spot of paint, a little bit of rust, and you hit that with that pressure washer, and it just rips the paint off. And now you feel like you've damaged their lawnmower, even though it was already damaged, by washing it. So now you're spray painting it, trying to cover up the spot that you just ripped off. So it's got too much pressure for most general applications. Washing your car, I can use my pressure washer just fine for washing the car. Make sure you got the right tip on it. So why did I get... Oh, because... Boy, I got way off. So that's the YouTube channel is doing well on pressure washer. So now tonight, I'm going to hold a live feed. Now, you'll get this video tomorrow, so the live feed will have already went by. I did that on purpose. Because I don't... I know this sounds rude, and I don't mean to sound rude. I don't want people going over to that channel from this channel if they're not interested in lawnmower repair. I want lawnmower repair focused, because if you send people from this audience over to that channel, it shows that that's an off-grid channel. The algorithm is going to see it as an off-grid channel, and you're going to get people not interested in lawnmower repair, and it's going to be a mess. So, from what I can tell, it is just focused on lawnmower repair, people who are interested in lawnmower repair or mechanics or whatever the case is. But it sure is plugging away. Now, it's not getting a lot of watch time, but that's pretty typical for a trending video. YouTube sends it out to a bigger audience. It sends it out to the subscribers first. And the subscribers all say, oh yeah, we love this video, it did great. And they watched it a long time, they're very happy with it. So it sends it out to a bigger audience. Well, not everybody's interested in lawnmower repair, so they may watch 30 seconds of them and say, oh no, I'm not interested in lawnmowers or pressure washers. So they'll click out of it. But then you get some that stick around and subscribe or watch it all the way through, or click the like button. That's a pretty big indicator because it's got a ton of likes. So that's a good news. And even dislikes, it just shows that people are still interacting with it. So anyway, the live feed tonight, I'm going to be talking about the myth that old engines from the 70s and 80s are better engines than today. And then I'm going to edit it down, and then I'll repost it on Saturday. I'll put it, after the live feed, I'll put it in private mode, and then I'll post it on Saturday as like a video. That way there's no chance of that live feed interfering with the trend of the video that's doing well right now. I have asked 3 different AIs if it's going to affect the views of this video. So I asked YouTube itself. It has an AI, just like ChatGPT and all those others. So I asked it, and it said no. As a matter of fact, it recommends that I do it. And in the live feed, I recommend the trending video, which is good because that trending video, I actually adjusted the valves, which is what's going to be in the subject of today's live feed, in that, you know, old new engine video or live feed. I asked ChatGPT. It said it was a good idea. And I asked Gemini like 3 different ways. And all 3 of those threads said the same thing. So, as long as I can put it in private, as soon as it's done, then re-edit it, and then post it on Saturday, kind of as a shortened live feed. It'll take all the ums and the question and answers and hi, how you doing, that kind of stuff. I'll take all that out. Just focus on the debate of new versus old engines. Post that, and that way, even if Saturday that video is still doing well, and by posting that new video it knocks it down a little bit, at least it basically had almost a full week to do a good job so it can get listed in search. Now, that being said, the video is trending down. It's not getting as many views as it did 2 days ago. It's not getting as many views as it did yesterday, but it's still getting a ton of views, so I'm pretty impressed with it. So, well, I guess that's all I got for today, so I'm going to jump off. So if you'll click this up next box, take the video over to my other channel. Really appreciate it if you go check it out. So hope I can inspire you. Shop around so you live your dreams. Thanks for watching.